Hey guys, today I'm thrilled to show you the best table tennis robot in the world, the Pong Omega. I love interactive lectures. So before I start talking about the app, I want you to do one thing for me. Go download the Pong app and follow along with your Android or iOS device. Use a tablet or use your phone, either one is okay. Download it, that way you can follow along as I'm doing this demonstration today. As soon as you open up the Pong app, go to Connection right here at the bottom, hit Scan, see where it says Pong Robot, click that, and it instantly connects to Bluetooth. Next, we're going to go to Drills. Now you'll see that the Pong Omega comes with 45 pre-programmed drills. Now you can use these drills or you can load your own drills. Now what we're going to do for today is we're going to just start with drill number 1, which is topspin warm up to the forehand. It's preset at 40 balls a minute. Let's do 65 balls a minute and showtime. Now, as you can see, the balls are hitting in a similar radius. It's about an 8 or 9 inch radius there. If I want to make that radius bigger to make it more human-like, I just hit scatter, and then the balls will be thrown more randomly in that zone. Check out this. For backhand warm-up, I can go to the backhand drill, or I could just simply hit mirror, and it mirrors the drill and gives me the balls to the backhand. So I want to show you how to use the drills and how to adjust them to meet your needs. Let's go down and let's start with drill number 7. Drill number 7 is backhand, middle, backhand, forehand. We hit that, and we set it for the balls per minute that we want. For a lot of players, it's around 50 or 60 balls per minute. Let's set it for 60 balls a minute and then hit start drill. It gives backhand, middle, backhand, forehand. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if I want to hit mirror, that will mirror the exact drill. So now what it'll be? It'll be forehand, middle, forehand, backhand. Ready? Forehand, middle, forehand, backhand. Forehand, middle, forehand, backhand. Scatter still applies for this one as well. So if we hit scatter, now we're going to get anywhere in the forehand range, anywhere in the middle range, anywhere in the forehand range, and anywhere in the backhand range. For almost all the drills, I'd highly recommend adding scatter because that gives you variation in placement, in depth, and in height. So you have to be adjustable just like you would be in an actual match. Now if I want to randomize it, I just hit random, and what that does is it chooses any of those 4 balls to go to randomly. Let's check out random on drill number 7. Now what you'll notice is that there's 2 balls over here and then 1 there and 1 there. So it's a higher probability it's going to be throwing to the forehand versus the middle and backhand. 50% it's going to go to the forehand, 25% here, 25% there. If we wanted to adjust those odds, we could just add additional balls. Okay? The other thing that's really important to know is that you can drag any ball on the table. So if I want this ball to be a little bit wider, I can just drag it there. If I want it to be a little bit more to the inside, I can drag it there. and you can adjust any element to any of the balls. We're going to be getting to that just here in a minute. To learn how to adjust the drills, we're going to use drill number 30. So let's try it first without the adjustment. We're going to put it at 65 balls a minute. It's going to be short nose spin serve to the backhand, followed by a topspin ball there and a topspin ball there. So short nose spin to the backhand, top spin to the forehand, top spin to the middle. Short nose spin to the backhand, top spin to the forehand, top spin to the middle. Now, when we do that, this serve goes a little bit too high. It goes a little bit bouncy. What we're going to do is we're going to put the trajectory up so that ball will hit a little bit further closer to the net and keep the bounce a little lower. To check it out, we're just going to hit sample. Okay, that's good, except for the fact that the ball goes a little bit long. So I want it to be shorter. So instead of the speed being speed 11, we're going to put speed 9, and let's just check it out. That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So we've got that ball to the backhand, and then we've got this one to the forehand and that one to the middle. Now we've already talked about how to add scatter to make it more irregular. Now I want to talk about how to adjust each of the balls. So let's take ball 2 for example. Ball 2 here, it has a trajectory of 100. So if we wanted that trajectory to be a little bit higher, we would just move that up. Let's make it 118. Let's slow it down a little bit. So we're going to put it at speed 10. Right now the spin is for +4. Let's put it for +2. And then let's just sample it to see what we got. Okay, so we've got the exact same drill, except we need to be more adjustable for ball 2. So we've got this ball here to the backhand, short nose spin serve, and then we've got a slightly higher, slightly slower ball to the forehand, and then a lower, faster ball to the middle. Let's check it out and see what we got. Okay, so you have to adjust your game within those two balls. So as you can see, just by touching on the ball, you can adjust any element to it. The speed of the ball, the spin of the ball. If we have it at 0, that's no spin. Here it's backspin, and as you can see, the color gets darker and darker and darker. And then same thing for topspin, the color gets darker and darker and darker. We've got speed, spin, side spin would be this way is the side spin curving that way, and this way is the side spin curving that way, and then the delay is the timing between balls. So with just this simple drill, drill number 30, we can make a lot of adjustments. Now, one of the most interesting adjustments that I love doing, especially on game situation drills like this, is to use shuffle placement. Shuffle placement keeps the order of the balls. You get a no spin serve and then a top spin and then a top spin, but it will choose any of these 3 locations to hit too. So let's check it out. Same drill, but with shuffle placement, it will randomize the location. Let's check it out. Short nose spin serve, top spin, top spin. Short nose spin serve, top spin, top spin. Short nose spin serve, top spin, top spin. Short nose spin serve, and top spin, top spin. So as you can see, it makes it more challenging and more game-like. So we've already talked about mirror, how we can reverse the drill. So essentially, instead of 45 drills, you actually have 90 drills because you can reverse all of them. We've talked about scatter, that it gives you a little bit bigger radius, and then we've talked about shuffle placement. Now, what is the difference between random and shuffle placement? Random will keep this ball to this location, this one to this location, and that one to that location, and choose one of those 3 balls to give you to one of those locations. Shuffle placement keeps the order of the balls. No spin serve, slightly high topspin, slightly low topspin, but it will randomize all the designated locations. So if you're doing a drill starting with the serve, I would highly recommend shuffle placement. If you're doing a drill that's like a footwork drill, like backhand, middle, backhand, forehand, you can use random, or you can use random and shuffle placement, both. Now I want to show you one of my favorite drills, drill 32. Check it out. It's backspin serve followed up by a topspin ball. And you're just working on that backspin, topspin combination. Spin up on the first and drive forward on the second. Spin up and drive forward. So I love practicing this combination because you get this combination so often in a match. Now instead of rewriting a drill, what do? I just hit mirror and I get that same exact combination on the backhand side. Okay, so for my practice sessions, that's great to isolate this side, isolate that side, but of course, I want to make it more challenging so I can practice both at the same time. So check this out. This button right here, this plus button, will give you an extra ball that we can adjust, but I don't want an extra ball. I want the exact same ball as here. I'm going to hit number 1, and I'm going to hit this button down here called clone. And that gives us another backspin serve. Now I'm going to move that one right over to there. And then I'm going to clone this one. I'm going to move that one right over to there. So we've got first ball is a backspin serve to the backhand, followed up by a topspin ball to the backhand. The next one is a backspin serve to the forehand, followed up by a topspin ball to the forehand. Now, one thing that people get a little bit confused with these types of drills is that they tend to play them continuous. What you'll notice is that after ball number 1 has 0 delay. Ball number 2 has minus 45% delay, meaning that there's going to be a slight break before the next sequence. Ball number 3 plays directly into ball number 4, but after ball number 4, there's minus 45% delay. So a lot of people don't get that right, and so they're not able to perfectly simulate a match. So make sure that after the last ball in the sequence, which would be ball 2 and ball 4, you actually put that minus delay. Let's check it out and see what we got. Should be a backspin serve to the backhand, followed up by topspin, and then a backspin serve to the forehand, followed up by topspin. This is a great way to work on backhand loop against backspin, backhand loop against topspin, forehand loop against backspin, and forehand loop against topspin. Keep in mind when you're playing matches that a lot of the rallies are only 2, 3, 4 hits. So really isolating those first 2 loops, the opening loop and the second loop, is going to tremendously help you for match play. Now, of course, I like to make it more and more game-like. So we could turn on scatter, which is great. We can also use shuffle placement. Now, remember, with shuffle placement, it will still keep the order. It'll still be backspin, topspin, backspin, topspin. But the difference is that it's going to be random to either the backhand or the forehand. Check it out. When I use this drill with my online students, some of them get a little bit overwhelmed. Backhand loop against backspin, backhand loop against topspin, forehand loop against backspin, forehand loop against topspin. They say, hey, coach, these 3 balls I'm doing pretty good on, but that one I keep messing up on. So what do you think we do? We isolate that one and get repetition again and again. There's a really easy way to do it. All you have to do is hit this button up here and hit clone. We have just cloned the drill. Now how do you find the clone drill? You hit back, you scroll to the very top, and the drill will be right there. You just click on that, and what we're going to do is we're going to delete all the balls here. So we're going to delete, and delete, and we're just going to isolate, bang, just 1 ball again and again and again at 40 balls a minute. Once they're comfortable with that, what do you think we're going to do? We're going to add a second ball. Once they're comfortable with that, then what are we going to do? We're going to add more balls. So here's just the serve return on loop against backspin. How do we add another ball? We hit the plus button, because keep in mind, we don't want to clone it. If we wanted to clone it, we could hit the clone button, but we want a different type of ball. So we're going to hit the plus button, drag it right there, and then we're going to give it some top spin, trajectory 104, speed 12, spin +2. Let's sample that, and we're good to go. Now keep in mind, it's really important to make sure that we're not always doing the same spin, the same trajectory, the same speed. So from time to time, make sure you change it up. Go with a little bit higher trajectory and a little bit slower speed. Let's sample that. Or vice versa, go with a little bit lower trajectory and higher speed. That way you're adjustable, just like you need to be in a match. So if you haven't purchased the Pong Omega, and you're thinking about it, I would highly recommend downloading the app. Once you download the app and you see how easy these drills are to adjust, how easy it is to create drills, I think you're going to be as convinced as I am that the Pong Omega truly is the best robot. Another feature that I haven't mentioned yet is the video here, where you can get free coaching tips. So every drill, drills 1 through 45, you can just hit that play button. It will direct you to a short YouTube video that you'll see a demonstration as well as tips on how you can do your best with that particular drill. Now comes the best part. I'm going to teach you how to write your own drills. So you just hit that plus button, and you drag the ball wherever you want on the table, and then you're all set. So we're going to start with a one ball drill where it's just going to give us one ball over and over. We're going to do a high ball to the backhand. So we put that trajectory all the way up. I'm going to put the speed for speed 8, give it a little bit of topspin. Let's sample that. Looks pretty good. And we're going to just repeat that one over and over. 40 balls a minute. Start drill. And we continually get a high ball directly to the backhand. You're going to pivot and play a forehand smash. We want to save that drill. All we have to do is hit save and save. We have it saved as drill 130, but I want to save it as high ball. So just hit high ball and hit confirm, save, save, and we've now saved that particular drill. Let's do a little bit more advanced drill. Let's do a topspin footwork drill. A lot of times you should be practicing footwork drills. I personally love game situation drills, but practicing topspin drills at least 10 or 15 minutes a day just to improve your footwork is also beneficial. Let's put the trajectory up. We got trajectory 102. We've got speed 13, spin plus 2. Let's sample that ball. Okay. Instead of creating tons and tons and tons of topspin balls and then testing it out, as soon as you've sampled one ball, you can keep cloning that particular ball. Let's do 2 balls to the backhand. And then let's do 3 balls to the middle. And then let's do 2 more balls to the backhand. And then let's do 1 ball to the forehand. Now, some of these balls are tucked away under the other balls, so you may not be able to see them. So you might just need to touch here. Backhand, backhand, middle, 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 backhand, backhand, and then wide forehand. Let's run it at 75 balls a minute and see how it looks. Excellent. Now, there's one other feature that I haven't shown you yet, and this is actually a fairly recent feature. It's the serve feature. What we're going to do is we're going to program a very, very short backspin, sidespin serve. So let's go ahead and put it at speed 10, spin, let's go spin -2, and sample that. Okay, it's going to give a short backspin serve, or we're going to do a deep sidespin serve. Let's put the backspin serve a little bit more to the backhand. Okay, and then for the deep sidespin serve, we're going to hit the plus button. It's a serve, so we're going to put it right there. We're going to put the trajectory all the way down. We're going to go with speed 15. We're going to go with side spin -6, which is going to curve a lot to the backhand side. And let's do side spin with a little bit of top spin. Let's sample that to see what we got. Okay, it's a little bit bouncy, so I'm going to put the trajectory up just a little bit and see what we got. Let's go a little bit higher on the trajectory. That's good. All right, we can even turn the speed up just a touch. Good. So we've got a deep side spin serve or a short backspin serve. So what we're going to do is we're going to create more balls after that. But it's important that we enable the serve feature on both of those balls. That way the robot will choose one or the other. So what we do is we hit that serve there. See where it says 1S and 2S? Now you see I've got ball 2 highlighted. So when ball 2 is highlighted and I hit serve, both of them are enabled. If I would just have had, let's see here. If I would have just had ball 1 highlighted and then I hit serve, only ball 1 would have been. But we want to make sure that both balls are highlighted. And we're going to create a series of topspin balls after that. So we're going to hit plus, and we're going to create some other topspin balls. Let's go speed 12, spin +2, trajectory 104. Let's sample that topspin ball to the forehand. And we're going to clone it. And we're going to clone it. and we're going to clone it again. Okay, so what we've got is a short backspin serve or a deep side spin serve followed up by 4 topspin balls. We're going to run it at 75 balls a minute and showtime. Okay, now if we would like to do shuffle placement, what does that do? Shuffle placement keeps the order of the balls, so you're still going to get a serve plus 4 balls, but it's going to randomize the location. Let's check out that same drill using shuffle placement. The grouping feature is one of the best features of the Pong Omega app. Right up here at the top, just click that button and you can select any of the groups of drills. If I click this one, which is Advanced Training Program 2, it brings me to these 6 drills. I can run all the drills, or I can pick just one. I can edit that, set it for whatever balls a minute I want. I can move these balls around and then start the drill. So the grouping actually helps you to actually structure your training program. So especially if you pick a few of the 45 drills that you like and that you want to use on a daily basis, I recommend that you add them to the group. That way you have structure to your practice session. Hey guys, we're going to wrap up today's video by giving you 4 coaching tips. 4 tips on how to make your Pong Omega robot training sessions more efficient. The first way is make sure that you set the timer on the drills. This is really important because it gives you structure to your session. The second way is make sure that you're using 3-ball, 4-ball, and 5-ball combinations. Those are the most efficient training sessions ever because they simulate a match. Maybe a short backspin serve here, followed by a deep backspin ball there, and then 2 deep topspin balls over here. Those first 3 or 4 balls in the rally are the most important. A lot of rallies don't last more than 3 or 4 hits, so really focus on those first 3 balls. Structure drills for that. The third thing is make sure that you're keeping score. It's an interesting way of practicing. It really enhances your concentration. Every time you land all 4 balls on in the sequence, you get a point. If you miss any of the 4, the robot gets a point. And the last tip is make sure that you continue making small adjustments to the drills. Make this ball a little wider. Make this ball a little bit higher. Make that one have a little bit more spin or a little bit less spin. Just like adapting to new opponents in tournaments, it's also important to adapt to new drills with the robot. But instead of always coming up with a new drill, make sure that you're making daily challenges for yourself by adjusting the current drills that you have. Thanks for watching. I know you'll love the Omega as much as we do.